What's going on here, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. Okay, guys, so we are actually back into covering Dawn of X, but only in this video right here. And the reason why, because when it comes to X-Men number 10, it is actually a Dawn of X issue, but also a tie-in to the Empyre event that we are actually covering. And so that is why we're going to cover X-Men number 10 for two different reasons. As a way to continue our coverage over the Dawn of X, but at the same time to continue our coverage over the Empyre event as well. So killing two birds with one stone, which honestly is a good idea for us. Now, when it comes to X-Men number 10, we actually pick up with Gabriel Summers. Now, this is huge because Gabriel Summers is actually the youngest Summer brother. Because remember, in the early 2000s, Cyclops found out that he had another brother, which was Gabriel Summers. Now, when it comes to Gabriel Summers, he is one of the most powerful mutants in the X-Men family. He is an Omega level mutant. And with that being said, this dude has a range of different powers to use. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit down here and explain every single power, but let me tell you right now, this dude is very, very powerful. He put Cyclops and Havoc, his two other brothers, to shame. But with that being said, in the opening pages of this book, we actually pick up with Gabriel Summers right now having some kind of nightmare. Now, with this nightmare, he is confronted by different alien creatures. Now, we have no idea who these alien creatures are, but apparently they keep calling Gabriel Summers in this dream some kind of king. And that right there should tell us that down the road, Gabriel Summers is going to play a very important role. We have no idea what that role is, but it could be him becoming a king of something. Now, when Gabriel Summers wakes up, he's actually confronted by two characters, Sway and Petra. Now, Sway and Petra, they have been around for a long period of time in X-Men comics. Matter of fact, they both appeared in the early 2000s around the same time Gabriel Summers did. Now, here's the big difference though. When those two characters first appeared, they were literally killed off just moments later and never seen again until this book and really other books in the Dawn of X era. Now, the reason why they're in the home of Gabriel Summers is to really just have another party, because apparently these three characters just keep drinking every single day. And let's not forget that Gabriel Summers is staying with his brothers on the moon, which is Havoc and Cyclops, but also the wife of Cyclops, Jean Grey, and Wolverine too. They all live in one house. But either way, right now, you have Sway and Petra telling Gabriel that they should start drinking again. Now, you're probably wondering, how in the world is this book a tie-in to Empyre? Well, let me explain. So when it comes to Empyre, you have to remember, the Avengers and the Fantastic Four are fighting against the Cotati on Earth's moon in the main storyline of Empyre. But when it comes to X-Men number 10, we have to remember that when it comes to the Summers family, yes, they all do live together, but they also live on the moon, which should be close to the big battle the Avengers and the Cotati are having. But when he begins the process of walking around the moon, that is the moment he sees something. And what Gabriel Summers sees is a small army of the Cotati. Now, this small army is actually ignoring everything Gabriel Summers is saying. But of course, he does try to have a conversation with these Cotatis because he has no idea what's happening right now in the main Empyre storyline. But you have these Cotatis continue to work on different projects they have on the moon. But you then have Gabriel Summers realize that when it comes to this army of Cotatis, their main goal is not Earth's moon. Their main goal is to actually attack the Earth. But that is the moment you actually have Gabriel Summers say, listen, if you're going to attack the Earth, make sure you do not attack that island right there. And of course, the island he's pointing to is COPPA, where all the mutants live on. And so he's kind of wants to protect his people, but at the same time, he wants to protect the forces of the Cotati from going to that island where they could possibly get wiped out at. Now, you would think that Sway and Petra would be with Gabriel, but of course they're not. Matter of fact, they're staying back at the home of the Summers, and while they're drinking away, that is the moment they see an explosion. And with that explosion, they know it has to be Gabriel Summers. But getting back over to Gabriel Summers, we actually do see him right now being held hostage by the Cotati. Now here comes the thing though. You do have Gabriel Summers tell us and the Cotati that he was holding back. So with the Cotati being able to hold Gabriel Summers is only because he was holding back. Now, this actually leads into the Cotati planting a seed inside Gabriel Summers. Now, the reason why they're going to plant this seed inside Gabriel Summers is to hopefully learn everything about him, hopefully learn all of his dark secrets. And of course, that is the moment you have Gabriel Summers kind of go back into the dream world where he is confronted by those characters we saw earlier. Now again, we have no idea who these characters are, but they kind of talk to Gabriel Summers in a way like he is a broken system that they have made. And so they're trying to fix him to make him better. Now, when I say make him better, not for good, but it seems like for evil. But of course, those creatures do disappear for now. But they do tell Gabriel Summers that they will come back for him sooner or later. But after that nightmare, you actually do have Gabriel Summers wake up. But when he does wake up, he's not like happy or anything. He's full of rage. And when you have someone as powerful as Gabriel Summers full of rage, it means you have automatically lost. There's no way you think you could be able to actually stop someone like Gabriel Summers. But either way though, with him waking up, he's full of rage. He's angry. And so he wipes out Cotati's left and right. And it seems like this rage could continue on into the next book where he could possibly attack someone else nearby him or a city nearby him. Now, of course, you do have Sway and Petra appear, and when they do appear, they are able to make Gabriel calm down. And once he is calmed down, of course, that is the moment he begins to think back what he saw in that dream of his, those creatures. And he's wondering what in the world those creatures want from him, and why are they also calling him a future king. But right after that, you do have Gabriel Summers go back home. Now, as soon as he gets back home, that is the moment he finds a letter. Now, this letter was written by Cyclops and left behind by Cyclops. And really, it's just Cyclops telling Gabriel Summers that Cyclops, Jean Grey, Cable, and also Rachel Summers, they all have left to have a family vacation. But of course, at the same time, it's also Scott Summers telling his brother he needs to get out more. He needs to relax. And whatever he's going through, Gabriel needs to talk to Cyclops, because Cyclops wants to help Gabriel get through anything that could possibly be a problem for Gabriel down the road. But then we jump back over to the Cotatis that Gabriel Summers fought earlier in this book, the one he went full rage mode on. But of course, this is the moment you actually see these Cotatis talking to their general, because apparently this group of Cotati have picked their first target on Earth. And their first target is to go down to COPPA. And that right there is huge. But this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'll see y'all next time. Later.